Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. The Hoosiers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry up. On second down, he's looking downfield. Caught near the sideline, it's Marshall. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third down play from the gun. On the move, he fires. Finds a man by himself. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Right back to the well. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Hawkeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Hard running there. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Makes the grab over the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Might be looking to run. The Hoosiers get it past the sticks.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Ball lofted, and it's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Give to the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Gives him the big stiff arm. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Movement here from the tight end. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. He now has 62 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Hawkeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be quick and early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. Give to the back. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And what moves this guy has. The juice, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Trying play action. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
Got a man. It's Marshall. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll put the tight end in motion. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. 8th play of the drive coming up. He's looking for an open man on second down. Touchdown, Indiana! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On second down, wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Coming after it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He's right on target. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw here on second down. He's going to run it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. To the ground with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Here's the handoff. Just ran him over. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed. It's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's 2nd in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. Just destroying his way through the field. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Shows him the stiff arm. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw on second down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. On the ground, it's Marshall. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle. Busts through behind his pad. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The run to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough space. Touchdown, Iowa! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. The quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.